Punta Gorda ex-police chief Tom Lewis is going to screw US again. He is asking for his pension after all his corruption and the city getting sued for millions and other costs. And his corrupt buddy city manager Howard Koenig is going to give it. Tom Lewis will fuck US again. Former police chief Lewis seeks early pension. By Jonathan Choice. Staff writer. Punta Gorda embattled former Punta Gorda police chief Tom Lewis wants to collect his pension early, and the city council is considering it. Lewis will turn 44 later this month and is at risk of incurring a penalty for early pension withdrawal before 45. The council would need to adopt a special ordinance, making an exemption to his pension policy to allow Lewis to collect early. A final decision has yet to be reached. Should it be pursued further, the police officers' pension board would first review the matter before circling back to the city council for final determination. District 1 Councilman Haha Cummings said during a recent meeting the early payout would boost the morale of the Punta Gorda Police Department, as well as recognize Lewis, his family, and the service he's done for our city. Lewis was officially fired August 31 after being placed on paid leave in February, following the death of 73-year-old citizen Mary Knowlton. Knowlton was fatally shot by former officer Lee Coell during a shoot-slash-don't-shoot role-playing scenario for members of the Chamber of Commerce. Lewis was charged with culpable negligence and acquitted by a jury in June. His employment status remained in limbo while an internal affairs team investigated the incident from an administrative angle, ultimately leading to his termination. Cummings said Lewis could have prepared his family better for the outcome of the court case. "We're not talking about rehiring, Lewis. The decision is the decision. This aspect is a good middle place," Cummings said. "It acknowledges his dedication and his family would be taken care of. But at the same time, he is separated from the city. It's a middle ground that is livable. Pension distributions to employees are made by their respective department pension fund in this case," the police pension city manager Howard Koenig said. Policy formulas are identified in each plan. Vice Mayor Gary Wine was hesitant to move forward with Lewis' request for early pension withdrawal. He pushed for patience and suggested arranging a meeting with a financial planner to discuss the options, making certain Lewis understands the financial ramifications. Rather than the police pension fund paying Lewis retirement out early, Wine said the matter may be handled privately from funds outside the city until he turns 45. There are parties that might be willing to apply funding and subsidize Lewis until he turns 45, and there will be no direct impact on the city, Wine said. So far, Lewis has 14 years, 5 months built up in his pension. Koenig said it's unclear how much that amounts to. The consensus amongst the panel was to not drag the matter into the public spotlight. "I hate to bring this back into the public. The dust just settled. I thought it settled for good," District 4 Councilwoman Lynn Matthews said. Regardless of the City Council's decision, it's unlikely the matter will result in a legal battle, City Manager Howard Koenig said. As an executive of the police department and an at-will employee of the city, there is no appeal process for Lewis. This was not the case for Coell, who was granted an appeal under the Police Officer Bill of Rights. "We went through the process and got advice from a labor attorney. As a police chief, he does not fall under the Police Bill of Rights," Koenig said. In a press conference to announce Lewis' termination, Koenig said the former chief exhibited a pattern of disregard for citizen safety across the 5 role-playing scenarios involving citizens conducted by the department since April 2015. Overall, the report demonstrates a casual approach to citizen safety during demonstrations, Koenig said in a press conference. The Punta Gorda Police Department has an exceptional record of safety protocols when conducting officer training, but citizen demonstrations showed an inexplicable departure from those protocols. While on leave, Lewis was paid $50,085.20. The city settled with the Knowlton family for $2 million. Email, jscholes@sun-herald.com. Former Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis faced the jury panel at the start of his trial. Sun file photo by N. Easker. Lewis.
I'd really like you to leave me alone. Or I can call the police department.
Call them.
It's up to you.
You got a phone, right? Give them a call.
It's up to you.
Have I committed some kind of crime?
You're harassing me.
Am I? I mean, you spoke to me first, in line. I got that on camera.
Topping our news today at noon, Punta Gorda's police chief is placed on administrative leave after he and an officer are facing charges related to the fatal shooting of a woman. Prosecutors charging Officer Lee Cole with manslaughter in the death of retired librarian Mary Knowlton. Police Chief Tom Lewis is also facing a culpable negligence charge. The 73-year-old Knowlton was accidentally shot by Cole while acting as a victim in a shoot-don't-shoot scenario last August. Cole's weapon was supposed to be loaded with blanks, but was actually loaded with real bullets. Punta Gorda's city manager defended his police chief despite the charges he now faces.
Tom Lewis is a fine man. I know he is committed to excellence in his profession and has the best interest of the community at heart. If you believe otherwise, you just don't know him.
Cole could get up to 30 years in prison. Chief Lewis could receive up to 60 days in jail. City council members approved a $2.6 million settlement with Knowlton's family last November.
How you doing, Tom?
Better than you.
Better than me. How's the unemployed life going, man? Is it okay?
What did you say?
I said, how's the unemployed life going?
Well, I'm not unemployed.
They didn't let you go from the police department?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, 7:14, we have some breaking news for you just into the Fox 4 newsroom. We're hearing directly from Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis that he was fired. He gives us this information just within the last few minutes. He says that he doesn't know why the city of Punta Gorda fired him, but it is effective immediately. We do expect to hear more from the city later today. We can tell you that, of course, his department has been under fire, under scrutiny since last year's shooting death of Mary Knowlton, who was a volunteer in a training exercise at the police department. But again, this breaking news just into the Fox 4 newsroom. Punta Gorda Police Chief Tom Lewis has been fired, and we expect this story to be updated as the day goes on.
So you're unemployed from there?
Yeah, from there, for sure. It does make me unemployed.
Well, I'm glad you found employment.
Me too.
I thought that'd be pretty hard for you, after all what happened.
Yeah.
And your incompetence and, other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of hard, with manslaughter, shooting some lady, getting away like you did.
I'd really like you to leave me alone. Or I can call the police department.
Call them.
It's up to you.
You got a phone, right? Give them a call.
It's up to you.
Have I committed some kind of crime?
You're harassing me.
Am I? I mean, you spoke to me first, in line. I got that on camera. See, guys, this is our ex-chief. Look at him, so smug. Tries to intimidate people. I'm glad you're gone.
But I'm like, that's why when I get back to it, I know McDonald's system just gotta relearn how y'all system is programmed, because every McDonald's program is different. Once I get there, I'm good. I got it from what you do, and I try to figure out how y'all work here. How McDonald's work here, because McDonald's work here differently than any other McDonald's I know of. When I first got there, I got there from the August. My sister, my sister dated August. But we done for like 5 years at a certain I don't know how that's something I'm August, but they work too long. I haven't been out since then, but now, for some reason, since they got a problem with me, I don't know nothing about yet. Because with me, I'm going to get along this year, take percent of whatever me and Audrey going with them, and then take it up on my
Hey Tom, I'd like to ask you a few questions, man.
Hey, sir.
Hey Tom, do you think it's fair that you get to keep all that money, like from, huh? Do you think it's fair that you get to keep all that money that the county paid you while that you run leave? You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. You're terrible. You're terrible, Tom Lewis. They paid you to go to jail? That's bullshit.
Disorderly conduct.
Listen, dude, it's a public place, man.
You can't be creating a disturbance.
Nah.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I'd like to thank you for all your years of support through the years. As a result, this channel has grown and allowed me an equity partnership in carmarshal.com. Please take the time to check them out. They help you buy and sell your next car, even have a negotiating tool to save you from the hassle of haggling with multiple dealers. The link is in the description below. Please click and help support and give if you can too through PayPal or Patreon. Thanks again.